Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showcasing this OU team right here. OU is my favorite tier and I play it a lot, and yeah, this is a really nifty team that I love using. So this Garchomp is a defensive set, which is really quite good actually. I run Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin. Rocky Helmet, if holder is hit by a contact move, the attacker loses 1/6 of its max HP, and Rough Skin means if someone makes contact with me, like if it's an attack, they lose 1/8 of their max HP. So if someone tries to fake me out, you know, because that's popular, they're actually taking more damage than I am, unless it's like Technician, Life Orb shenanigans. I run Dragon Claw, Earthquake for that stab. Then I have Stealth Rock and Roar. Stealth Rock, you know, to set up them entry hazards, and Roar to get rid of stuff that I don't want in, and to like predict switches and cause some crazy stuff. You can also run Dragon Tail, but I feel like that has low accuracy, and like if you come up against a fairy type, then because you know if you come up against an azumarill, they're gonna predict the switch and go for a belly drum. You can predict that, stay in, and go for a Roar, which is just so funny. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The EV spread, I go for a lot on HP and then go for a little bit on attack because I still want to hit kind of hard when I have to, and impish nature and then max defense, so I can take most physical attacks like a champ, unless it's like ice punch, but that's scary. So next up is Vaporeon. Vaporeon could take Ice Beams and other ice attacks. I'm not sure what you'd run other than Ice Beam, but you could take them like a champ. It's got massive special defense. Base 95 is quite decent. And you can throw back some Scalds to get some burns on physical Pokemon. So like, it could be like tanky for both defenses, even though its defenses is just, I mean 60, just no, just don't even think about it. Moveset wise, I go for Scald, Protect, Wish, and Heal Bell. You can swap Heal Bell for Toxic. That works kind of well, so you can get the stall. I did run a variant which had, let me think, Scald, Protect, Toxic, and Aqua Ring, which I tried for a bit. It worked kind of well, but I think this one's better because Garchomp doesn't really have a solid recovery, and you can just Wish, then switch into Garchomp and get him back up to health. I went for Water Absorb over Hydration because I think that Water Absorb overall is better, unless you're running like a Rain team. Because I know my friend runs Hydration, Rain Dance, and Rest. Hydration cures your status at the end of each turn if Rain is activated. So if you rest, you'll go to sleep but then wake up. So you can get full health and then just wake up. Went for Leftovers to keep up the stall and keep up the high health. EV spread, I went for loads of HP because it has base 130 HP, which is a lot. It's really good. It has great special defense, so I went for max on that. So and then I went a little bit in special attack, so I can hit those Scalds pretty hard. But Vaporeon already has decent special attack, so I don't think I'll have any problems with Scald or Scald, not Scald. You can also swap Scald for Ice Beam, because Ice Beam deals with a lot of things in OU, like Landorus and Gliscor. That thing's a nightmare to come up against. So overall, a pretty good Pokemon, and it's helped me win a lot of matches. I definitely like this Vaporeon, it's very good. So for the Mega of this team, I went for a Mega Venusaur because I think that deals with Vaporeon's weaknesses really well. Because I resist Grass types like a boss, and Electric types aren't a problem either, seeing as I resist those fairly well. Move wise, I went for Sleep Powder because you know you always need sleep, and that's kind of useful. Like if you feel like you're gonna get a free shot at Sleep Powder, like if something's gonna switch in that's not a Grass type because powder moves don't work on grass, then you can just hit up a Sleep Powder. Maybe you'll land it, you know, that would be quite useful. Then you can go for a synthesis where, because you need reliable recovery. With every member of the team, I have a decent recovery. So for those that don't have a recovery, I have Vaporeon with Wish. I have Sludge Bomb and Energy Ball, you know, for stab, and I can hit things pretty hard with those attacks. Looking at the stats here, of course I get a Mega Venusaur boost, so I have more stats. Let's just look at the base stats of Mega Venusaur for a second. This thing has 100 attack, well I mean we don't use that, 123 defense, 122 special attack, and 120 special defense. They're all base stats, so I invested in HP because I need this thing to sort of like switch in, take an attack, then throw one back, because this is sort of the Pokemon that you use to switch in, take an attack, and then you can just kind of take on any Pokemon from there. So this thing's really good. Of course when it megas it gets Thick Fat, so the ability doesn't really matter. Thick Fat halves the damage that you take from fire and ice attacks. So if Vaporeon's not around, I can bring in this Venusaur to deal with ice attacks. I mean, if I want to. It's not the ideal thing to deal with, but because ice does become neutral. But Mega Venusaur's pretty tanky anyway, so I should be able to take a lot of attacks and just yeah, I like this V. So the next thing we have is a Choice Scarf to Magnezone, which runs Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, Hidden Power, Fire, and Thunderbolt. Volt Switch, because you know you can just come in, Volt Switch, do a little bit of damage, and then switch, which is always handy. I love doing that, like just because. Flash Cannon, because you know stab. Thunderbolt, and I'll tell you about Hidden Power, Fire. Like the team is weak to a lot of bug steel and bug grass types, like Scissor and Ferrothorn. They're quite popular in OU, especially Ferrothorn. I hate that thing. And Magnet Ball, my ability, means that steel types can't actually switch when Magnezone is on the field. So they can't switch out, and I can just hit them up with a nice Hidden Power Fire, just destroy them. And yeah, anything they want to throw back at me, they can't really do. So like, Bullet Punch will do nothing if they try and get that priority and kill me. For the EV spread, I went for 252 in special attack and you know, max speed, because Magnezone is not fast at all. But I can sort of turn him fast, you know, with Choice Scarf and all that jazz, the timid, and you know, all of it. So his speed becomes alright. I mean, it can outspeed a few things. So yeah, that's basically it for Magnezone. With Magnezone, we further destroy Azumarill. I mean, Azumarill is long gone with this team. Anyone running Azumarill is in big deep trouble when they come up against this team. Next up is this thing. This is my Togekiss. I really like this a lot. This is really useful and it comes through every time. I run Defog, Thunder Wave, Dazzling Gleam, and Roost, and the ability Super Lock, because when you look at its abilities, it has Hustle, and you're hardly going to use that because you're not really going to use that 50 base attack. Then Serene Grace, that's the more popular version, but because I run Dazzling Gleam instead of Air Slash, I thought Super Lock would be better because, you know, it raises my crit ratio, and then I have Dazzling Gleam, and that doesn't get affected by Serene Grace, so Super Lock is really good. Defog to get rid of entry hazards, because they're kind of a problem to my team, because a few of them are weak to rocks, like my Weavile and my Togekiss. And Thunder Wave to just slow stuff down. You can run Tailwind instead of Defog, but I prefer Defog because you're not going to want to set up a Tailwind when you're already slowing something down with Thunder Wave. That's my logic. Then Dazzling Gleam, as I said, because I like running Dazzling Gleam because that covers more, I feel. Like, you can always use Air Slash with Serene Grace. but I prefer Dazzling Gleam because my team is kind of destroyed by ground types and dragon types. I can't really deal with them. So none of those types affect Togekiss, and I can throw back a Dazzling Gleam in like a dragon's face, and then Roost for, as I said, the recovery and leftovers as well to further aid the recovery. Then with the EV spread, I made it really bulky in both defenses because it's already got decent HP. I mean, 85 is alright. I mean, it's not bad. And yeah, this thing's so bulky. It can take whatever you're trying to throw at it, unless it's like, I don't know, Ice Punch. I hate Ice Punch. But yeah, it does a lot of work, and it's one of the like saving. It's like the superhero of this team. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a bad situation and the Togekiss has just come through. Now, the last member of this team is this Weavile, which runs Lightbulb. This thing's amazing. I once swept a whole team with this thing. Yeah, Lightbulb, I went for Icicle Crash, Knockoff, Brick Break, and Ice Shard. I feel like Brick Break can like destroy Tyrannitars and other things. Knockoff, because you know, we all know how powerful Knockoff is. You can knock off an item and it already does. It already has huge power, and that's more stab. Icicle Crash, because Icicle Crash is a really good move. It has base power 85, decent accuracy, and you can flinch. And with this Weavile, you're very fast, so you got the opportunity to flinch a lot. Then you have Ice Shard for that little bit of priority, you know, that can really help out sometimes. Ability doesn't really matter. I went for Pickpocket because there's always the chance that you can get knocked off, and then you can steal someone else's. So I think that's better over Pressure, because nothing's really gonna stay in that long to be affected by Pressure, because I feel like Weavile's just gonna KO them. EV spread wise, I went for Attack, Speed, all have 252. So attack, I went with an Adamant nature, so I can hit really hard, and Weavile's already fairly fast. I mean, base 125, you can't go wrong. It doesn't have that great HP, but to be honest, it's not really gonna live anything. Its defenses are like 2 paper bags, let's be honest. So this is just a sweeper. It would just come in and just destroy whatever stands before it, unless it's like fire. But I got Vaporeon and Garchomp for that. So yeah, I think this Weavile's really strong. It does a lot of work, like most of the things in this team, like all of the things in this team, in fact. But yeah, that's the end of the team, and let's go for a recap.
Garchomp deals with physical attackers with the rough skin rocky helmet combo, so if anything tries to fake me out or even touch me, that's still taking big damage. I can set up Stealth Rocks, go for a rule, you know, maybe to rack up the Stealth Rocks damage, and I can still hit pretty hard with Dragon Claws and Earthquakes. Vaporeon is like my recovery Pokemon. I can wish into something else and recover health. I've schooled, you know, that stab to hit pretty hard, and I've heal well to heal all of the status conditions on my team. I have Mega Venusaur, which has Sleep Powder to put stuff to sleep that I don't really like. Then Synthesis for that recovery, and I've got the 2 stab moves. It covers Vaporeon's weaknesses very well, and does a lot of things in this tier. Magnezone is for those horrible steel, grass, steel bug types like Forester, Scissor, and Ferrothorn. Hate that guy. Yeah, it can still hit pretty hard, and it can Volt Switch. It's scarfed, so yeah, it's kind of fast. Togekiss is like another wall. It deals with both kind of attacks, so it's mixed defense. It can defog stuff away, run away and slow things down. It can hit hard with Dazzling Gleams, and then boost whenever I need it. And then Weavile is just the Pokemon that hits super hard.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the strategies and the tactics in this team, make sure to leave a like. It really helps to see all the support from you guys. And let me know what's wrong with my team. Let me know what's good with my team. I always like to know what you guys think about my stuff. So yeah, definitely drop a comment if you want to say anything. Remember to subscribe if you liked the channel, because we've got all new videos. Nuzlocke starting soon. Pretty hyped for that. It's gonna be a Fakemon game, you know, with fake Pokemon, and an all new storyline. So it's gonna be really good. And yeah, I suck at Nuzlocke, so I'll probably lose at the first gym, but who cares? It's all good fun in the end. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out.